Good afternoon. Paul Jones again here, Exhibition Manager of Warley Model Railway Club, with our October update of what's going on at the show at the NEC this November. Only 6 weeks now till the event, so things are really ramping up in the club room. You'll have seen me with the poster before. Remember, it's Saturday and Sunday, 24th, 25th November, Hall 5 of the NEC. Advance tickets are available on the Ticket Factory website or through our own website. I thought this month we'd just focus a little bit on some of the layouts that are going to be at the show. You'll have seen some footage there, the introduction to this video, of Broome Junction, the club's 7mm fine scale O-gauge layout that is making its final appearance at the NEC, in fact its final appearance anywhere under the Warley Club ownership. It's being spruced up, serviced, made ready for the show. If you'd like a 56-foot by 3-foot long layout, just let us know. We might be able to find you a nice layout if you can find a home and a space for it. This is just one example of the many fine-scale layouts that will be at the show this year. I'll just run through just a few of them to give you a taster. There are plenty more details on the website. Look at the layouts section and you'll find photographs and images of a lot of the layouts, which I hope will tempt you and persuade you that it's well worth a visit to the NEC at the end of November. We have layouts in larger scales. We've got Gauge 3 from John Witts for the Warton Road Preservation Society and the usual live steam Gauge 1 layouts. In Scale 7, I'd point out to you the Scale 7 layout Love Lane from John Birch and his friends from East Anglia. And looking at standard gauge, you might be interested to have a look at Denton Brook. This features working radio-controlled 7mm scale lorries and cranes, really quite something to see. Kevin Cartwright will be bringing his final version of Ventnor West, which is now completed. That should be well worth having a look at. Looking at the 4mm scale layouts, we have layouts in 18.83, 18.2 and 16.5mm gauge, as well as a narrow gauge layouts. You might want to look out for Sidmouth, Richard Harper's fabulous Scale 7 model of the prototype station, which has featured quite extensively in the model press in the last 12 months or so. You might also like to have a look at Liverpool Lime Street from John Holden and friends. Now this has been to the show a couple of times before, but is now in a much more complete state and is a magnificent model of Liverpool Lime Street and its environs. well worthy as a visit. We have a fair number of contemporary or post-diesel period layouts to see in 00, so some of those are well worth a visit to enjoy. And looking at the end gauge, we have a number of layouts. First show for Broome Junction, which I stood in front of at last month's video. That'll be available, be able to be seen for the first time. Also from the club will be North Bridge, the club's new preservation layout, which will feature in the December railway modeller. So there's plenty going on in all scales gauges. In particular this year we've got a strong narrow gauge theme. We have an exhibition within an exhibition with Moaming 18. Moaming stands for Modelling Minimum Gauge, and is models of sub 2 foot gauge railways, and these are in a variety of scales ranging from 09 up to G9 1/24th and 1/25th scale models. A total of about a dozen layouts showing showing narrow gauge in all its forms. In addition to those, there will be narrow gauge layouts as usual in 7mm scale and also in 4mm scale in a variety of gauges. To complement that narrow gauge field, the prototype locomotives this year fit in with that theme. We have a display from the Rodney Hythe and Dynchurch Railway featuring 2 of their locomotives and the Royal Coach. And we also have the recently restored War Office locomotive Trust engine Hunslet number 1215 of 1916 narrow gauge 460 tank, a superb beast and well worth seeing. Our friends at the Stepfold Railway are also bringing a locomotive and the World War I standard gauge inspection saloon. So, from the exhibit's point of view, the layout, etc., there'll be plenty to see, plenty to enjoy, and plenty to give you inspiration for the modelling months ahead. So, get hold of your tickets from the Ticket Factory or from our own club website. Details are there. You should also look to make sure you purchase your tickets for the car park in advance this year following changes at the NEC. If you have to buy your ticket on the day, it'll cost you more than buying in advance. So please buy before midnight on the night before your visit. There are plenty of other ways to get to the NEC as well where that charge can be avoided. If you look at our page on the website, getting there are a number of suggestions looking at local stations, other ways of getting to the show. So, I hope you bought your tickets, I hope you're looking forward to it, we certainly are, and we'll see you at the show and a final update next month with the final arrangements for the event. Thanks for watching, see you in November.